JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. Man perishes after vehicle plunges into the sea off Causeway Bridge. A Chinese businessman lost his life Sunday morning after his vehicle plunged into the sea while he was reportedly attempting a U-turn on the old Causeway Bridge that linked Portmore and Kingston. The deceased has been identified as 62-year-old Jin Wang Wang of a Kingston 10 address. According to Sergeant Canute Near of the Marine Police, Wang was among a group that had gone to the area to fish. When it started to rain, he reportedly got into his car and attempted a U-turn on the bridge. During the maneuver, the vehicle went over the edge and into the water. Wang's body was recovered hours later. Authorities have since removed the vehicle from the water. At the scene, distraught family members, some overcome with grief, were accompanied by Wang's employees. Decomposing body of retired teacher found at home in Spanish Town. The decomposing body of a retired teacher was discovered at her home in the St. Catherine North Police Division on Friday. The deceased has been identified as 70-year-old Patricia Evans, a former teacher who lived on Cherry Crescent in Spanish Town in the parish. Evans's body was reportedly found inside the bathroom of her home at about 10:40 a.m. The police were alerted, and upon arrival, the scene was processed and the body removed to facilitate a post-mortem examination. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is investigating the circumstances surrounding her death. Man arrested after 2 illegal guns seized in St. James Zozo. A man has been taken into custody following the seizure of 2 illegal guns in a zone of special operations, Zozo in Norwood, St. James, on Friday. According to reports, about 6:40 a.m. on June 27, security personnel assigned to the Zozo carried out a targeted operation on Chico Lane in Norwood. During the operation, 2 guns, whose make and model have not been disclosed, were seized along with 22 rounds of 9mm ammunition. The suspect's identity is being withheld as investigations continue. 2 illegal guns seized in police operations in Hanover and Kingston. 2 illegal guns, including an airport rifle, were seized by police in separate operations in Hanover and Kingston on Friday. In the second incident, a police team assigned to the Hanover Division seized a Zigna F 9mm pistol during an operation at a wake in Ramble District around 10:15 p.m. Reports from the Ramble Police indicate that officers, acting on information, went to the event where a man was reportedly seen with a gun. He was accosted, searched, and the weapon seized. The man was arrested and taken into custody. Early in the day, around 12:15 p.m., a team from the Specialized Operations Branch seized an AK assault rifle during a targeted operation in Majestic Gardens, Kingston 11. According to the Hunts Bay Police, the weapon was found hidden in a goat pen during a search of the area. No arrest was made in connection with that seizure. Woman charged for killing spouse in acid attack. The woman accused of killing her common-law husband by dosing with a corrosive substance earlier this month has been charged. She is 34-year-old Chevelle Christiana Walker. The Halfway Tree Police on Thursday charged Walker with the murder of Christopher Clark. She is also facing a charge for assault causing grievous bodily harm after Clark's 13-year-old son was seriously injured during the attack. Investigators had reported that on June 9, Walker and Clark were involved in a dispute over infidelity at their home on Verbena Avenue off Bay Farm Road in St. Andrew. It was further reported that after the couple had retired to bed, the woman allegedly took acid from the bathroom and doused Clark and his son while they were asleep. Clark, a sales representative, died a few days later in hospital. His son remains hospitalized in serious condition. The couple shared 2 other children. Attorney facing fraud charges disbarred for professional misconduct. Anna Miller-Swell, the attorney accused of defrauding her client of more than $37 million in a real estate transaction, has been struck off the list of attorneys authorized to practice in Jamaica. Miller-Swell was struck off the list by the General Legal Counsel on Friday. The action came after she was found guilty of professional misconduct in May. Miller-Swell was also instructed to make restitution forthwith. It was reported that between January and March 2024, the attorney was detained by the complainant to purchase a property in Red Hills, St. Andrew, valued at $57 million. It's alleged that the client handed over the money to close the deal within 60 days, but the real estate deal collapsed when the attorney allegedly failed to hand over the payment to the vendor. Only $19 million was reportedly paid over to the vendor. Miller-Swell, who is charged with fraudulent conversion and possession of criminal property, is to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday. in relation to those charges. Health Ministry seeks to dampen public concern about capacity to care for premature babies. Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie, has asserted that hospitals across the island are fully equipped to provide adequate care for all premature babies, despite mounting concern about the recent deaths of 24 premature babies at Kingston's Victoria Jubilee Hospital. Dr. Bisesa McKenzie, speaking on Friday, said the Ministry of Health and Wellness has made significant progress in increasing the availability of equipment.
We do have the equipment. I mean, we can always have more, for sure, but I think we have made a lot of advances in terms of increasing capacity in having just those equipment and more to support the babies. As I said, that we could always do with more, and at this time I can't comment on the capacity across the island, but we have put in a lot of resources in our nurseries and our high dependency unit.
But Dr. Alfred Dawes, opposition spokesman on health, also speaking on Friday, noted that staff at VJH have long been complaining about a lack of resources and the need to hire more staff and retain staff.
For quite some time now, the staff have been complaining about the resources. They've been complaining about the need to hire more staff and to retain staff. Basic equipment, such as a portable X-ray, that is used to diagnose chest injuries associated with ventilators, chest infections, can't get done because nobody bought a portable chest X-ray. So if a baby who develops some respiratory issues needs to get an X-ray, they have to send them to KPH. When you have staff working in those environments where they have to be using a flashlight to diagnose if there's air outside of the lungs, you're setting them up for medical legal issues.
In today's feature, we're taking a peek into the picturesque parish of Portland.
So Portland is this parish where the waters move to their own dialogue. These shapeless liquids shaping our ability to experience life around us. Of course, we keep returning to stunning but familiar blue or turquoise spaces we grew up around, but maybe never quite enjoyed how we're supposed to.
This is a parish where the water smooth like rum, Jamaican style.
Where life can be spicy like jerk chicken, the true flavor of Portland.
Or the culture can be exciting like we the people. 6 boy!
Luxurious resorts, the greenery of tropical plants, and the radiant sunlight, all of which, of course, make Portland a breathtaking place to see. But today, we're exploring the seas of the parish as Portland speaks to us with her unique language. So ever since time, people have been seeking waterways to open new horizons, or even driving coastlines in search of surf spots. Well, here at Boston Bay Beach, we found one of Jamaica's ideal surf spots, where surfing in the country began in the 1900s.
The traditional surfing that we have come to envision when the word is used of someone standing on a surfboard riding a big wave. The popularity of that in Jamaica actually probably took off somewhere in the late 1950s to early 1960s. Boston was one of the places where surfing was possible, and as such, these surfers who lived in Kingston used to make a regular trip over to Boston Bay to enjoy the surf over there, you know. Boston Bay became renowned as one of the surfing beaches in Jamaica, being the fact that it was on the north coast and it was a beautiful, picturesque cove that also allowed for swimming as well as surfing. It became very popular as a surf destination. I could say that I've got my first personal surfboard in about 1974, and I've been surfing since that time until now. It enriched my life, and with a feeling when you're surfing, it's almost like flying, is what I would say. You feel like you're flying because you're moving over the surface of water like how God said they move over the surface of the water in Genesis 1.
And just in case you didn't know, Boston is an unusual but beautiful horseshoe-shaped bay that leads to the sea. It provides a lovely view. Surfing is not so popular in Jamaica, but at this beach, locals and tourists will be tempted by the tides to grab a surfboard and ride the waves. So if you're here, do it anyway.
My name is Anthony, and I've been surfing over 4 years now. The Boston Bay Beach is one of the safest beaches to surf and swim and come and enjoy our good food that we have here as well.
Well, I've been surfing here at Boston Bay Beach for 9 years now and still going. Well, you have beautiful scenery, nice waves for surfing, and then you have nice jerk food all around and nice friendly people. So right now here at Boston Beach is like the most beautiful place on the island for surfing. Surfing kind of like refreshes my mind and after a stressful day and stuff like that. And teaching people to surf is also fun. It helps to put a smile on other people's face and stuff like that.
If you're a newbie like myself, come to Boston Bay Beach and test the limits of gravity on the tides. Rent a surfboard, get yourself a surf instructor and surf up. I promise you, it will be an unforgettable experience. Now, on my journey in Portland, I discovered somewhere that's tucked away in the parish. Off the beaten track, a literal hidden gem, Turtle Bay. And what makes Turtle Bay so unique? The bay is named for the turtle shell-shaped stone monuments that magically rises from the water. Well, that's of course if you believe in magic. And there's an adventure to be had in trying to find your way there. Turtle Bay is a great place to just escape from the rattle and hum of things, chill and just enjoy the view of the lovely rocks. Now, after exploring all those exhibition of colors, the ebb and flow of tides, and the beach bowing to our need for adventure, I mean, it's only fitting to relax a little above sea level. I'm on my way to Canopy House, and these are tree houses or hotels tucked away high up in the rainforest. So you can just imagine the lush surrounding. Birds tweeting, leaves rustling, sea splashing. But it's easy to see how all these come together to create one thing, beauty.
Canopy House is actually near the Blue Lagoon in Port Antonio. We are totally off the beaten track. It's hard to find us, and that's deliberate. It is not for everybody. Canopy House is pretty much in a rainforest. So we have totally wooden structures. We try to fit into the environment. So if you're not into natural scenery, if you're not into environmentally friendly properties, this is not for you. We use local people to make the houses and local wood. So sweetwood, almond tree, these are just some of the names. We actually exit into the Blue Lagoon, and we have a deck that you can jump off and swim at the Blue Lagoon. We have kayaks on property. I find though that the people from Europe enjoy Canopy a lot. And lately we have been getting a lot of people from Jamaica because Port Antonio is now becoming the capital of getting away from it all in Jamaica.
It's no easy ride getting here, but it's a worthwhile trip. So Portland may be several different things for several different persons. And for me, it's a parish with so much beauty to see, feel, and taste. Come and enjoy the whole Portland story, from the bush to the beach or the hill, whatever you will. Really, it's all here.
JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.